Welcome back. So we've been talking about inter-regional trade, and when it comes to moving goods across international borders, it's all about infrastructure. On a continent as large as Africa, having a seamless network is key, and there's plenty of opportunity for improvement. According to Brookings, Africa's inter-regional trade totaled less than 20% of all exports in 2016, lagging behind regions like Asia at 59% and Europe at 69%. So that's where Agility Africa hopes to make a difference. Eleni Jakos caught up with CEO Geoffrey White for his plans on meeting the demand for infrastructure across the continent.
The fact that we're developing in Lagos, in Ghana, in Togo, in Cote d'Ivoire means that you're going to have a network that enables you to move goods from one country to another country. Hello, I'm Geoffrey White, the Chief Executive Officer of Agility Africa.
So the last time we spoke was in 2017, and you guys had fantastic ideas and concepts in place, and in fact you had a pilot program on the go in Ghana. Have you achieved any of those targets?
So we've made huge progress. We did Ghana as a proof of concept. Ghana is now going on to its 8th phase of development. We're under construction in Abidjan, we're under construction in Lagos, and since we last spoke, we've acquired 2 million square meters of land across some of the major economic cities in the continent.
That's incredible. So that, I mean, of the 21 million square meters globally, you only have 2 million on the continent at the moment in Africa.
So currently we've got 2 million in Africa, but that's our existing portfolio, and the plan is to continue to expand that. We're very comfortable that the strategy works. It's aligned with all the macro trends that are going on in Africa.
So I mean 10% of your land basically is on the continent. Does that mean that Africa is going to be a significant part of the overall Agility portfolio?
I think moving forward, and we're very focused that Africa isn't a quick win investment scenario. It's a 10-20 year sustainable rollout of significant funds, but building real infrastructure that's aligned with the growth of the continent.
In terms of building this infrastructure and the headway that you've made, was it difficult? Was it challenging in terms of getting it right?
So I think the real challenge of developing businesses in Africa is about execution. The demand is very clear and very tangible. There's actually huge amounts of funds that want to invest in Africa. You just need to, it's actually the timeline and the execution remains in Africa longer than other parts of the world. And I think that's one of the constraints to African growth, is actually handling the bureaucracy and the processes to allow project execution.
How long does it take? How much longer does it take than the rest of the world to embark on
So
projects?
for a greenfield site, we're finding it takes twice as long. And then when you're developing further phases, it gets a little bit quicker, but it's still longer than elsewhere in the world.
Twice as long. Isn't that frustrating? Didn't you feel like, maybe this isn't going to work at some point in time?
So in reality, that's the opportunity. The opportunity is that there are no quality warehouse parks across the continent outside of South Africa. So we believe that building a network of them enables trade, and it's a process. You're creating a new product in the market that actually enables people to run their businesses reliable. It's amazing how many companies you come across who only trade 4 days a week because the power is off 1 day a week, or they've got security issues or whatever. We're creating large clusters of warehouses where the power is guaranteed, the IT connectivity is fast, it's safe and secure, it's a nice environment for your employees to work in. And what we're seeing is real traction from both multinationals coming into the continent and local SME companies that are scaling and wanting to do business properly. So we're in 4 countries just now. We hope to be in 10 countries by sort of the middle of next year, and that's building this network. And we think that currently provides the foundations, the building blocks for companies, whether they're multinationals coming into Africa or SMEs developing and growing. But I think there's 2 macro things that we're directly aligned with. One is there's a global trend where big manufacturers are wanting to batch manufacture locally. And then the second big driver we think across the continent is going to be e-commerce. So e-commerce fulfillment requires 4 times as much warehousing in market than traditional logistics. So we're building e-commerce fulfillment centers for all the major players, or quoting on building e-commerce fulfillment centers for all the major players across the continent. And we think those 2 macro trends are exactly what's going to drive forward our strategy.
All right, that does us here at Marketplace Africa. Remember, you can head to our website for the latest stories and keep up with us on social media as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Zain Asher. I'll see you next time in the marketplace.